The Department of Home Affairs has set up mobile units at various hospitals across eThekwini and surrounds to assist flood victims with lost documents and death certificates. This comes after more than 1,000 applications were made for new identity documents in the wake of the recent floods, which left more than 6,000 people homeless. Let's get you more detail in terms of how the process is faring. We're joined by Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan, and that's just it. Karinda, how is the process faring?
Indeed, well, today the Deputy Minister for Home Affairs, Njabulo Nzuza, was overseeing the workings, the progress of these mobile units, some which are also set up outside community halls to assist flood victims with receiving their identity documents, among other important documents they need from Home Affairs. Now remember, the April floods, they had caused about 6,000 people to become homeless. Landslides, mudslides, rockfalls and the torrential rain had damaged houses. In some cases, houses were completely washed away and belongings in those houses were also washed away with that. A number of documents and personal assets were destroyed, and there are over 1,000 applications in terms of people looking for new identity documents. That is why Home Affairs Department began setting up these mobile units to assist people on the ground with quickly getting their ID documents so they can move on with their lives, especially apply now for temporary residential units, among other things, just to try and get the ball rolling for them to recover from what happened in April. Many of the mobile units of Home Affairs Department at hospitals are assisting people with death certificates. More than 400 people died during this time, the week in April, following the flood. As a result, there are many people now trying to get death certificates so they can go ahead, bury their loved ones and have that process go on as well. Earlier I spoke to the Deputy Minister about this progress and the progress they're making regarding returning ID documents. Take a listen to what he had to say.
We just came now from Guaduguza, where we had about 45 applications. We have handed over those particular identity documents as well as birth certificates. We are now here in Tuzuma, where we had around about 70 applications, 74 to be precise. We are now back here to hand over those identity documents. From here, we are still going to go to another area called Ichelimnyama, where we had about 115 applications. We are going to give those documents back to the people who had applied for them. All in KZN, people who were affected by the floods, about 1,500 of them who needed our help in terms of getting their documentation back. We then took a decision that because this is a disaster, something that we've been doing where there are disasters, we then give those documents back for free. That means they do not need to pay for them. And we also had to make a special turnaround time. Just about a week ago, I was here when we were making those applications. Then today we are back here to return those documents. We are no longer taking applications now. We are just giving them their documentation back.
Karinda Jagmohan, thank you very much for that update.